It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Voyagers of Vancouver taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his fourth season in the NFL.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick.
Right to the air is Jackson.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Yates. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They go play action now. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Barber. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. Complete here. And a loose football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Goldberg.
Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
After the interception, here's Jackson on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Play action. Now Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's Jackson to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Goldberg. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Goldberg. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a give, right side. Stokes, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely an improvement day for them.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will make it 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now here comes Kansas City. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again, Goldberg. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Operating from the gun, Goldberg.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And taken right on the 30.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted.
Loose inside the 30.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here. Already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, Goldberg. And it'll be intercepted.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Barber. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Yates. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Over the middle, complete. It's Yates. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 19-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Voyagers are able to widen their advantage. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goldberg. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Goldberg. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st down, it's Leonard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. It's Stokes, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Goldberg. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st down, Goldberg. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Jackson will throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Voyagers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
On first and 10, Goldberg. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw. Goldberg.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Goldberg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw. Goldberg.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third and 2, Goldberg. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Back to throw. Goldberg. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 28-21, the final score. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. The Panthers had reeled out 10 straight wins to start the year, but They finally suffered their first defeat of the season. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Goldberg. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Mabry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard
Looking to throw. Goldberg. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Mabry takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Goldberg.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Goldberg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Mabry.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mabry, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Back to throw. Goldberg.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week. Saw how...
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. It's Stokes. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Stokes. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Up the middle they go. Leonard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now for the point after.
Extra point.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Voyagers
That time a 9-play drive. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Mabry, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Goldberg.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Barber. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Voyagers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Goldberg. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go.
Mabry. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Goldberg toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll run on 1st down. It's Leonard, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stokes, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, it's Leonard. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Up the middle they go. Leonard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stokes, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try the left side. It's Leonard, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
On first down, Goldberg. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stokes, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson, options out left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Vancouver,
the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.